Go. The show must go on, folks. The show must go on. We're feeling a little banged up today, but it's good to be here. It's good to be on this stupid live stream thing. We got 43 people watching already. That's pretty awesome. So if you are watching this right now, you got to hit the like button. Let's get the like button count up, and let's get some questions going here. See, they're already – I told them we were like half asleep, so –
Oh yeah, I'm pretty tired. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, we're both pretty tired right now. We were out relatively late. No, we weren't even out late. We just we had a fun evening last evening. I'll just say that, and weren't feeling the best this morning, but still got up and ripped it on the mountain pretty hard today. And so we were just outside a lot. We sent it pretty hard, as you probably hopefully saw on my Instagram story if you follow me on Instagram, and as a result, we're very tired now, but we're going to make it. We're going to make it. And Chris, he just asked how the skiing trip went. It was great. It was a really good time. We're going again tomorrow, hopefully, but we're probably going to sleep in a little bit because
no, we're definitely going tomorrow, but
we're tired. Ooh, first super chat. There's my boy, American Hiker 69, American Hiker 96. Thank you very much for the super chat. That'll buy us about one coffee for the morning.
Perfect.
What's up, Taylor? Let's see. We got other people saying they're tired, so I'm glad it's not the only one. Here's one for you from Spencer.
Spencer Busby. Flossy, skier board. I snowboard.
I ski. Somebody asked, backcountry skiing, ever do any backcountry skiing? No, but I kind of want to. Probably not this year because it's kind of late at this point. But we have some friends that have been doing like some backcountry stuff, some skinning, and it looks really, really fun because you get to like combine hiking and skiing. And I feel like backcountry skiing would be more fun than winter hiking for me personally. So maybe that's like something I shouldn't say, but I do want to try it definitely, but probably not this year. Let's see. Oh, another super chat.
Wow.
From Eddie. Oh, and the hitchhiking multiple. I definitely fumbled that last time.
You got it this time.
Thank you, Eddie. Once again, it's Saturday night, and all the cool kids are home watching the Kyle and Flossy show. Oh man, yeah. We're thank you for the super chat. We're hanging in there so far. Let's see here. Experience in the backpacking. Would you do the AT again, do you think?
No, I would not. Not that I didn't love it, but it's just the AT is a really tough trail, and I don't know if I would want to endure that again, but yeah, I'd go do sections of it.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, I've already done it once, so
yeah, I probably won't ever do the AT again either. But it's okay.
Nice.
Dude, our boy's hooking it up. Thank you. To the American Hiker 69. I'm just gonna keep saying 69, and definitely have to get down to the gorge. I don't know. I'm assuming he's talking about the Red River Gorge. Maybe he's told me this before, so I should know. But yeah, pretty sure it's the Red, because there's also like the Linville Gorge I've heard about before down in like North Carolina or something, but I don't know too much about it. So yeah. Let's see. Red River Gorge. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool. Let's see. What's the weirdest luxury item you guys have ever seen on the AT? This is from Humbug Hour. I'm trying to think. You definitely see like the instruments every now and then, but that's not like that's not like weird, I guess. Like no one's gonna think that's like weird. I don't know if it would be considered a luxury item because I feel like they weren't actually hiking very much, but I walked up to a guy giving someone a tattoo just like at a campsite one time. Like I was like, this is the weird. I was like trying to eat my lunch and some guy's getting poked with a needle. I don't know how he brought a tattoo kit out onto the trail. It seems very unsanitary. So I don't know. I kind of doubt he did like the entire trail, but they were out there. So I guess that's definitely not a necessity. So it has to be considered a luxury, right?
I don't know. I can't think of anything weird. I guess, like you said, guitar would be the weirdest thing I've
various
seen.
instruments and stuff, but that was bizarre. That was really bizarre. Oh man. Let's see here. Greetings from Bosnia. That's cool.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. Ooh, Chad asked, have you guys ever done or thought about doing kayak camping? I've thought about it, never done it, but that does sound fun.
I have a kayak, so I could do it.
Yeah,
I guess
we should, honestly.
Maybe. Well, you kind of have done it.
With Saranac wasn't really like not him, but I've done it was more of like just a camping trip. It wasn't really like a full on like kayak camping where you're like moving from campsite to campsite each night, kind of like when you're backpacking. It was more just like we canoed into a campsite and drank beer for 3 days, like that kind of adventure. But it was fun though.
I would like to do something like that.
I would love to do that.
I have a kayak, so
especially as we get older and can't hike as much. That does sound fun.
Our legs won't work, but our arms still will.
Yeah. Yeah, right? It seems, actually, I say that, it's probably like just as hard as a backpacking trip, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going on like rapids and stuff, like I really don't know much about it.
I'm not even experienced for that, but I'd have to look into that a little more.
I'd probably have to learn how to swim better too. Let's see. Somebody said hi from Beijing. I feel like that's not, that might not be true, but if it is, that's cool. Even if it's not, it's still cool. Let's see here. We got a bunch of them. Oh, Chad. I didn't even realize that he hit us with the super chat there. Man, we're on our A game tonight, folks. I'm rattled. Let's see. two left poles asked about the band Fish, because some of you might know the band Fish. That's PHISH. It's literally right in front of me right now. I still can't spell it. They're from the Burlington area, and we were actually talking about this the other day. But was it you I was talking to?
Yeah, if you want to buy the bass player's house, I think it's up for sale. I think they just put it up for sale.
Yeah, I'm not a big Fish fan.
Yeah,
it's just
it's
not my vibe.
I don't really listen to Fish.
Dude, he's hooking it up. One celebrity you want to hike with? You answered that, actually.
I've mentioned this in the past, but I'd like to hike with David Goggins just because he's a badass.
He is a badass. I would like to, I guess on that note, I would go with Jocko Willink, because that guy's also very badass.
I just want to hear some stories from them.
Yeah.
Around the campfire.
Yeah, that would be pretty.
And they'd push you too.
That would be pretty ballsy. Let's see. This is a good question. I'm gonna mispronounce this name, but it's from Zakora. I guess that's.
I've seen that. Man. I've seen that name.
Sometimes. Zakora said, on your podcast, you've covered several injuries and medical emergencies on trail. Has this changed what you carry or how you prepare for a hike? Which is a really good. Oh, whoops! Just hit the mic there. Whew. It's a really good question. I feel like it hasn't really changed anything I've carried yet. I feel like I've always been pretty confident with my gear setup. I've never really had any bad situations because of my gear setup. But it's definitely just like influenced, like just like being safe in the back of my mind, I guess, which to be fair, I've also like usually been pretty safe. I'm not really one to do like reckless shit, but it definitely just serves, like those episodes definitely just serve as like a reminder, like a constant reminder to like be safe, because obviously we don't want anything bad to happen. Go ahead. Sorry.
With injuries that I experienced, it definitely changed what I carried, because like I had knee problems, so I had to carry a knee brace there for a little bit till I ditched it. And then I got shin splints too, and bought some of those compression socks like for your shins, which seemed to work out. And I just stretched differently too.
Yeah.
Roll out your calves a lot.
That definitely helps.
Yeah.
That definitely helps. Let's see here. Let's see. Shane said something about hiking with IBTAT.
That'd be fun.
He said, "What about hiking with IBTAT?"
What about it?
I don't know. I don't really know what the question is, but I met IBTAT. Some of you might have heard about that on Trail Tales before, but we did you meet him too?
No.
You stayed at the. He was like right there, but I guess you just didn't meet him that day.
I didn't even know who he was, honestly. On at that point,
yeah.
If I saw him, I just
yeah. It was cool because I was picking his brain a little bit. We was only just a couple days that we were near each other, at the very end of the Appalachian Trail, and I wasn't obviously I was hiking, so I wasn't watching his videos on the regular, but I knew about his channel, I knew about his Instagram and stuff, and so I obviously had aspirations to do this, so I was kind of picking his brain a little bit about it back when I was a big old nobody, and he was really nice about it, which was cool.
It'd be fun to hike with that.
It would be fun. I feel like he's the kind of hiker who kind of likes to go by himself.
Yeah,
but I would like to hike with IBTAT. So IBTAT, if you're out there, which you definitely aren't, hit me up. I should get him back on Trail Tales sometime. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
he's the only other hiker that swears as much in his videos as I do. Flossy, have you ever gotten recognized solo without Kyle?
No, I haven't.
No, I've only been recognized 3 times. So.
No, I did. Shoot, it was the one we did with Dan. The
backpacking trip.
Yeah, that we went on with Dan. The guy saw because I was in front of you, and then I passed the water source. He didn't say anything to me, but once he saw him, he put 2 and 2 together. So I guess he did kind of recognize me.
Yeah.
Before. He recognized me, definitely knew who I was, but he just didn't acknowledge me.
Yeah.
And then once he saw Kyle, then he put 2 and 2 together.
That was the first time I'd ever been recognized from YouTube. It was kind of, it was just a real quick interaction. And then I got recognized 2 more times after that this summer.
That was that was the northern part of the long trail.
Yeah. Pretty close to the Canadian border.
Yeah.
Jules, thank you for the super chat as usual. Really, really appreciate it. No question, but hopefully if you have any questions down there, we will try to get to them. Let's see. Darren asked, do you personally know any fat people who became not fat people by hiking?
Yes.
I don't really know anybody personally, but all the time, well, not all the time, but on multiple occasions, I've seen comments from people on my videos that have said I've started hiking to lose weight or whatever, and I've lost this much. Wasn't it just the last live stream somebody said that? Or maybe it was the first live stream somebody commented that, which was really cool. So people definitely do that a lot, which is really cool to see. 100%. Let's see here. American Hiker 96. I've lost 100 pounds hiking. That's awesome. That's awesome. Auto Outdoors asked, how old were you when you went on your first long distance trail? I tried to hike the long trail when I was 16. It was between my sophomore and junior year of high school, I want to say. And so technically I went on a long distance trail, but I didn't make it very far. Not at all. Big fat fail. There's a video, an old video where I tell that story. I've talked about it a lot on Trail Tales too.
And I was 21. It was the AT.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. My aunt's in here. Shout out to my aunt. You never know what random people you know in real life are going to pop in. Where was it?
Oh, no, never mind.
Let's see. Why is Christian asked, why is ultralight gear so overpriced? And I feel like I have a few thoughts on that. My first thought is it's not always overpriced. A lot of it is expensive, but there's also budget UL options out there. Like our CDT backpacks, for instance. That's a cheap, high quality backpack, even for non-UL standards. So, excuse me. So it's not always expensive. It is though sometimes. And the reason it's expensive is because it's like it's the lightest stuff. So like they can charge that amount of money, and if people are gonna pay it, like I don't see it sucks when you have to buy expensive gear, but like if people are gonna pay it, then they're gonna charge it.
And they put a lot of work into it. It's not
and
a lot of
it's
people
good stuff
working.
too. It's like I totally understand why people are like frustrated by the price of UL gear. Like 100% understand that because I've been frustrated by it before. But I feel like for most of that stuff too, it is an investment. So if you're just going to use it like once or twice a year, if you're just like super casual about it, then I can understand like not really wanting to spend the money on it. But if you're going to be doing a lot of hikes like we are, or if you're going to do a thru hike or something like that, then it's definitely most of the time it's a worthy investment in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it's definitely worthy.
Let's see. Got a bunch here. Oh, we got a bunch more super chats. I think I missed
yeah, Jeff Miller.
Jeff Miller, thank you for the $20 super chat. That's awesome. Thank you, Jeff. No question, but if you have any questions, Jeff, please leave one. Hopefully you didn't leave one already and we missed it. There's a good chance. We're trying here, folks.
Right here.
Oh, there he is. Let's see. Jeff said he's planning on doing 325 miles this spring. That's awesome. Good for you, Jeff. Thank you for the $20. I've never had to set up my double wall tent. Any suggestions? Suggest you try. I suggest you go practice it. Practice it.
Watch some YouTube videos if you got to.
Yeah.
Definitely put it up.
I would definitely set it up before you do that. By the way, everybody, if people have just joined, make sure you hit the like button, so that we can have this pumped out to more people and more people can watch me fumble my words and get confused by questions. It'll be a good time. It's always a good time. We got another super chat here from Kevin Wedge. Thank you for the $5. I have no idea what any of these words mean, though. I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I know Dutchware. I think that's a company that makes hammock shit. I don't know what a cloud. He might be fucking with me. He might just think I'm way smarter than I actually am, and that I would actually know what this stuff meant. But Kevin, I'm sorry. I appreciate your super chat.
He's got to be.
Even if you're just making fun of me, I don't care. It's money. It's money in the bank. But I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I tried. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Greg's chirping us again for the West having bigger mountains. We get it, Greg. We get it. I appreciate all your comments, but we will make it out West very soon, hopefully. Very soon.
A lot of people say the AT's tougher than the
PCT.
Yeah, than the PCT.
I've heard that many times. We'll see. I've also heard people say they just like the PCT better. So I don't know. We'll see.
We will see.
We will definitely see. Will McDowell asked, how did you guys handle your permits for the Smokies? Did you get it before you started or on the way? So that's a good question if you're looking to do the Appalachian Trail. Although I'm hoping it hasn't changed that much because of COVID, or if they I don't know if they changed the rules. So definitely don't just take my word for it. Go look it up to make sure first. But how did we do it? It was real easy. I remember.
You just go on the computer. I don't know. I forget what website it is, but I remember I was at Baltimore Jacks in what is it? Franklin, North Carolina. Yeah. And so if you stop in Franklin, I know.
Is that place even open anymore?
I don't know, but I know there was a place they had computers set up. I didn't even have to type anything up. Like they had it on the computer.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then I just filled it out and then they printed it off for me.
Yeah.
I think it was $20.
It was
it
was $20.
20 for the.
It was easy. When I did it. I think I did it at the NOC. So like if you're going northbound, a lot of the hostels and businesses kind of like in the, I don't know, maybe like week before the Smokies, which I guess the Smokies is pretty early on, but just some of the the time leading up to the Smokies. As you get closer, a lot of those businesses that you'll stay with will have like computers that you can use to print it, and they're like used to people doing that. So like the employees will probably be able to help you. But basically, I just printed something out, like printed out the permit. You paid online, and then I just did that like a few days before, because I did it at the NOC. So I just did it a few days before we got to the Smokies. and then that was that. It was real easy, and every other through hiker you'll be around is going to be dealing with that too. So it's not like you're going to be like kind of left out to dry. Like it'll definitely work out.
What the Shenandoahs, right? You need one too.
Shenandoahs, you needed a permit too, but that was just like you just walk up and fill out like an index card right when you get to the entrance of the park, and it's free kind of thing. Which again, maybe it's changed. I haven't heard anything about it changing, but you never know. You never know. Oh, Chris asked a good question. Chris Graham asked, 1 tent, 2 hikers. Who are you picking to bunk with you? Dan Becker, Jeremiah Stringer, Darwin, or Syntax 77? I'm not picking Jeremiah Stringer because he's tall as hell, and he'll probably take up most of the space. I think Darwin's pretty tall for that matter as well.
Yeah, I'm going with Syntax, yeah.
Dan Becker's also a little bit taller than me. I think I would go with Syntax 77 for sure. That's the safe bet because he's the only one out of the. I guess we met Dan Becker, but it was brief.
Yeah,
we're gonna go with the safe bet. We'll go, Sean. Did I miss a super chat here? Oh, I did. I missed one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed one. Another one from American Hiker 69.
Nice, appreciate it.
Is there a pace that you try to stick by when you're on the trail? Like I'm assuming you mean just like the literal speed that you're hiking, maybe, because like pace could obviously be stretched out too to just like days, even like, oh, we've been doing like a 15-mile pace for the last few days or whatever. But I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna interpret that as like the actual speed at which you're hiking, and I feel like we usually
closer to 3.
Yeah, we usually do around 3 miles an hour, give or take a little bit. While we're actually hiking, we're probably going a little bit faster than that, but then 3 miles an hour is just like the average once you factor in all the stops and stuff. And then I also think that at least for backpacking trips, we would probably hike a little bit faster if I wasn't taking out my camera every 5 seconds and just doing stupid little shots and slow motion nonsense, stuff like that. Let's see. I don't know.
That one's pretty funny, but
this one?
Yeah, that one's just cracking me up.
Would you prefer to hike drunk or with a cat? I would hike drunk with a cat. That would be tight. That would be awesome.
I'm allergic to cats, so I'd rather hike drunk probably, but hopefully I wouldn't get lost.
Don't hike drunk though. It's a bad idea.
Definitely.
I don't think I've ever done that before.
I've had a couple beers at Trail Magic, but
yeah, but not you're not like fucking drunk.
No.
That's probably pretty dangerous, honestly. Let's see.
You probably get dehydrated.
Yeah, yeah. You
Like,
probably fall. It wouldn't be good. I'm sure there's somebody in this chat that's done it though.
We got to get back to Jeff Miller here. I didn't finish my question about setting up my double wall tent. Any suggestions on setting it up in the rain?
Setting up a double wall tent in the rain, the age-old struggle of backpackers.
I
feel like, yeah, I wish I could give you some like secret like hack or whatever, but I feel like, and granted, I don't think I've ever had to set it up while I was like pouring out. So I guess the biggest piece of advice would be try to wait until it's not raining to set it up, which you can obviously not always do. So I don't know. That's tough. I'm sure people have some tips. Comment your tips for setting up a double wall tent in the rain. Someone's gonna comment, just get a single wall. Which or get a hammock. I don't know.
That was one thing I regret. Like a hammock would have been nice on the AT because of that.
Definitely.
There were only a handful of times where I was setting my tent up in the rain. So
let's see. People are talking about drunk cats. It makes sense. My last video titles had the word drunk in it. It's on people's mind. Instant mashed potatoes or no? That's like a hard no for me. I hate those instant mashed potatoes.
I started eating them, and I actually ate them cold.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Cold
instant mashed potatoes.
It was so easy.
I can't even eat like fresh mashed potatoes cold, which I guess they're not that fresh anymore if they're cold. But
now, no. Ever since then, I've been like,
Told you somebody would say that.
yeah. No, I don't really eat. I don't eat the Idahoan anymore. But
Ugh. I did a little bit when I first started backpacking, when I just didn't know what I like to eat, and like I got them down a little bit for a few trips, but I still remember on the AT the one time I bought them. It was the day that we crossed into I guess I wasn't with you yet, but the day I crossed into North Carolina, and I literally just couldn't. I ate like half the pack and I couldn't finish it, so I was like, nah, can't do it. Not a fan of the instant mashed potatoes. Not a fan. Let's see. See, my tip is throw that away and get a hammock. Nah, no way. Do you try and keep your base weight to a certain weight? I mean, I don't really understand that question, but yeah, I try to keep it to as light of a weight as I can, which is not easy when you're trying to carry a bunch of camera stuff too. It kind of defeats the purpose.
this man's got a spreadsheet and everything.
I got a spreadsheet. A lot of people, you'd be surprised. There's some spreadsheets out there. People love the spreadsheets. It's fun. It's a good way to just like keep backpacking on your mind when you can't actually backpack. You just make a spreadsheet with all your gear and then see how you can improve and stuff and categorize things. It's fun. It's a good time. It's a good time. Ooh, this is a good question right here. Caleb Nielsen has a really good question. As a West Coast backpacker, what would be your once in a lifetime Eastern U.S. backpacking trip recommendation? Week long, not a through hike. So like obviously we haven't hiked like every single thing on the East Coast, but I feel like we've gotten a pretty good tour of it at this point.
We might be going towards the same area here. Pretty sure.
I'm still not sure what I'm gonna say, honestly.
You're not sure?
It might be kind of obvious. I would say probably the presidential range in the White Mountains.
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, because like one of my favorite days was like Franconia Ridge to Garfield Mountain.
That's yeah. So like anywhere in the presidentials or the Franconia part of the Whites would probably be my choice, but it's also like very like a really popular area, so I feel kind of like generic, just being like, oh, obviously like this place that everybody goes, because there's also a lot of like hidden gems out there. But if you just had like once in a lifetime, I feel like you can't really pass up the presidentials or pass up Franconia Ridge like that. Anywhere over there, and you're gonna have a good time. Unless the weather's bad. That's gonna suck.
You do have to be careful picking what trail you want to do though, based on your experience, because we found that out this year. One of the trails we went on was just washed like completely out, and like we had a hard time finding our way.
It's hard hiking. So if you've like never hiked before, you probably shouldn't do it. But if you're ripping like some decently difficult hikes out west, I feel like you could definitely. I mean, granted, I've never been out west, so maybe I shouldn't say that. But
yeah,
I have a hunch that you would definitely be okay in the Whites. You won't have to worry about altitude. That's for sure.
It's a special place.
It is a very special place, and I'm very excited to get back there. Very excited to get back there. Let's see here. Not a question, but Christian B said, I'm going ice fishing tomorrow. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Bring a cooler full of beer and try to stay warm. Grant goes out, has a $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Grant. Come to Missouri and do the Ozark Trail. We can drink beers and have a blast. I feel like doing a trail and drinking beer are two conflicting things. I mean, you can do a trail and still drink beer. Just depends on how much beer you want to drink.
Well, after you hike, you know.
Yeah, that's true. I've literally said this a million times and I never do it, so I should probably just stop saying it and actually put my money where my mouth is. But for a long time now, I've wanted to have somebody on Trail Tales who's done like, I don't really know what the difference between the Ozark Trail and the Ozarks Highlands Trail is. I know I've talked to a couple people about it before, and I kind of forgot, to be honest. But I know a little bit about the Ozark Highlands Trail. I don't know as much about the Ozark Trail. But as a lot of you that listen to the podcast know, I love to learn about new trails. So I would like to learn about the trail on the podcast, and then I would definitely like to go hike it. Unless I learn it sucks, in which case I'll just come to Missouri and drink beer with you instead. and we just won't hike it. But that's pretty
Missouri.
lame.
Pretty sure that's Sportsman's Paradise.
Missouri?
Yeah, one of them.
One of them. Let's see. Taylor asked favorite New Hampshire 4,000 footer. I really like Mount Kerrigan. The platform up there is cool. It's one of the few ones I've done more than once.
Which I've looked at from many mountains.
We'll do it this summer.
I said like multiple times this year, I want to do that mountain so bad. So
I just did it in 2019, so that's why I didn't want to do it again last year.
Yeah.
Mount Kerrigan is really cool. Yeah, we will. Mount Adams is really cool for me just because that was like the first time I'd ever hiked in the presidentials, going back to how awesome the presidentials are. And so that was like the first like big boy New Hampshire mountain that I hiked, and I was really stoked on it. Yeah, Mount Adams is cool. They're all cool. I liked all of them. I know Taylor hates Cabot Mountain, which actually Cabot did kind of suck for me too, but it was okay. Let's see here. That's a good question. I'm going to answer this one. Luke Phillips, who I see in the comments quite a bit. Thank you, Luke. Good to see you back. Do you recommend reading Appalachian Trails by Zach Davis? I think you mentioned it. I think you mentioned reading it. This is what I sound like when I try to record my Trail Tales intros. I just like fumble my words, and except now it's live and I can't take it back. But back to Appalachian Trails, I 100% anybody who wants to through hike the AT, and he also has a version for the PCT as well. I'm pretty sure you should 100% read that book. You're going to do a bunch of research on the gear and like all this stuff, but people don't really think about the mental stuff as much. Although I guess nowadays people are starting to talk about it more and more on YouTube at least, but at least when that book came out, which was, I don't even know when, a number of years ago now, nobody was really ever talking about the mental, just like toughness you have to do a through hike. And that book, Appalachian Trails by Zach Davis, does a great job of talking about it and explaining it in a way that can be understood by anybody. I don't really read books very much. I'm not a reader at all. But I was easily able to like read that whole book and got a lot of value from it. So I 100% recommend that book. I need to get him on the podcast at some point too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Let's see. Andrew asked, are you allowed to make a fire along the whole AT? Most of it you can, but there are spots where you are not allowed to. So you should always check the regulations and rules before you make a fire. There's definitely spots where you're not supposed to.
Someone said Moosalok was easy, but snap time. Moosalok is an awesome 4,000 footer. It's wicked easy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's an awesome, but I just know the part. If you're going northbound on the AT, going down
Beaver Brook Trail,
Moosalok is like pretty tough.
I think there's a couple easier trails on Moosalok.
Yeah,
or Moosalaki. I don't know how to pronounce that. I hiked that thing for the first time like 6 years ago now, and I still don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah.
You did it in the winter, didn't you?
It was like November, so it was like icy, but it wasn't like a bunch of snow or anything like that. But it was cold.
Yeah,
it was
definitely cold there.
When I was up on Moosalok the very first time, there was a helicopter, like a search and rescue helicopter. I think they were like practicing or something, because for those of you that have never been on that mountain, it's very it's above tree line and it's pretty flat on the top. Like there's a lot of like just flat space. And so they were doing these practice landings. Like they would come down, like touch the ground for a second, and then like go back up and like circle and wait for hikers to pass. And then they would come back down. They did it like 4 or 5 times while I was up there. It was pretty cool to see.
Don't lie to them.
What?
They're up there to rescue you, bro.
Nah, bro. I got down. I was good. But it would have been nice if I needed something. They just like opened the window and like tossed me a beer, fly away. Like shit. I wasn't even 21 yet. Let's see here. Cody Shields asked, are you ever going to make merchandise? I really want to make merchandise. I would love to make merchandise, but it's on my list of things to do. I don't want to just half-ass it and just like throw some shitty like designs together and like expect people to pay for it. I really want to like take some time, like get somebody to design like some really cool stuff. And so I just haven't found the time to like do it properly yet. And honestly, my channel is really not big enough yet to probably be able to make it like a super worthy investment yet, hopefully, but I do think that'd be really fun. I will definitely make some merch eventually.
We got a super chat, by the way.
Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, I'm all over this chat section.
Down.
Yeah. Another one from American Hiker 69. Last one. Have a great night. Beers on me. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate all your super chats tonight. Appreciate everybody who's done a super chat, and even those of you who haven't. It's really fun to do these.
I've never seen a roll like that one.
That was pretty gnarly. Yeah. He basically
throwing
single-handedly
it up
paid for our breakfast tomorrow, which is awesome. Thank you very much.
But it was that one though.
Oh, let's see here.
What do you say?
Oh man, he's jealous, bro. He's jealous. He wishes he could grow a mustache like that. William Smith, thank you for the super chat, but I don't know if Flossy would extend that same thing. That's tough. That's
funny.
I'm about the stash. I think the stash is dope. He's just jealous. Hold on.
How did you get out of this?
He's just jealous because he can't grow on. That's the last super chat we're ever gonna get from him now.
Appreciate the $5 though.
All right, so you got to answer this one. I talk about the mental shit all the time on Trail Tales, so I think he's making fun of me for talking about it so much.
Connor Price, Flossy, does Kyle ever stop talking about the mental toughness of the trail when off the camera?
I feel like I do talk about it sometimes. Like before the NPT,
Yeah.
I was really trying to get you pumped up.
I don't know. I don't notice you like talking about it a whole lot. We usually just, I don't know.
We're on the same page.
We just fool around.
Yeah.
Out there.
Yeah.
I honestly had no idea about like what it took mentally before I went out there. I was just so naive, but I figured it out.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Serenity Searchers asked, how many people actually go fully nude on June 21st? So June 21st is like the hike naked day. And I don't recall anybody doing it in 2018, but when I was younger in 2013, when we were just on the long trail for a week, there were some AT hikers that definitely did it. I remember that vividly. So some people do, I guess. I didn't do it. I didn't
burned into your brain.
Yeah, I guess so. But I didn't do it. I feel like I didn't see many people doing it. But maybe it probably just depends on like your crew, like who you're hiking with.
I never saw anybody. Yeah.
In fact, I don't even remember. I don't have any memories of Hike Naked Day from 2018. It's too busy hiking.
Me neither.
We were too busy crushing it. Let's see. Did you ever get altitude sickness? No, not on the AT.
Appreciate it, Jenny. See, someone likes the stash.
Nah, he's jealous, bro. He paid you. He paid you just to talk about your stash. So that means he definitely likes it. See, Jack. He's getting a little bit of his last name there. Somebody asked how old I am. I am 25 as of last month. Halfway there.
Halfway over the hill.
Let's see. I need to get better at like finding questions. I'm just like scrolling all over the place here. That's why we're like going back to questions that were asked like a few minutes ago. Let's see. Screw it. Let's just let it go for a bit. Someone's making fun of us. Bring it on. Bring it on. The American Hiker 69 is the same age as me. I thought he was 69. That's interesting.
If he was 96 and still hiking, that'd be even more interesting.
I would hike with him. I would hike with a 96-year-old. That'd be fun. Let's see. Luke Phillips. I think somebody asked this earlier. Did y'all play sports in high school? I played hockey and a little bit of baseball. and hiking. I was number 1 on the hiking team.
No, I did mostly like individual sports. I played basketball a little bit in high school, but no, I did like mixed martial arts and I skated a little bit,
skied,
snowboarded,
shredded, brah. This is a good question here. Although to be honest with you, I can't really think of an answer. Do you have an answer for this one? Stuart asked, "What piece of gear were you most disappointed about?"
I was most disappointed about the camp pillow I brought with me, because like I don't know why I was stubborn. I kept it throughout the entire AT, but I remember after like it was Vermont. I think from Vermont to Maine, it would just always switch. This is what I mean. It's probably just gonna happen when you buy like a cheaper like pillow, but I should have known it was gonna happen. But it just kept deflating. Like,
ooh, that's just about the worst possible
yeah,
scenario.
I know, like it never failed. Like every couple hours, I would have to blow it up again, and then it would deflate again. But I have no idea why I didn't.
Sounds
buy a new
like
one.
a recipe for not getting any sleep.
I'm really just disappointed in myself because I didn't buy a new one. I'm not. The pillow did its job up until Vermont. I tried patching it too, but
no use. No use.
It was just a cheaper pillow that I should have went more high end, I guess.
I'm trying to think piece of gear I've been disappointed about. I feel like I've been pretty smart with my gear choices, so there's nothing that like jumps out at me, honestly. I mean, when I first started like backpacking, like everybody else, I definitely did some really like dumb stuff and took some gear that sucked, and also just some gear I probably didn't even need in the first place. But there's actually this is kind of an old one, and I've talked about this before, so let's take it with a grain of salt. But a SteriPen, I bought a SteriPen because of Tuts, honestly, because I used to watch his videos so much when I was first getting into it, and I didn't like the SteriPen. That thing didn't work very well. But it was also at least like 5-6 years ago that I used it, so I wouldn't be surprised if they've gotten better by now.
That brings me to another piece of gear I think I was more disappointed in. And for some reason, I thought I was at the outfitter, like looking for filters. And like this girl just finished hiking the AT, and she's like, "You got to go with the Sawyer. It's the best one out there." But I was so set on like this MSR pump one, like with the bulb. It's got like a little straw that goes into the water, and then you pump it into your water bottle that. But no, I would literally I'd get to a water source, and like someone with a Sawyer would come up, and like they'd filter 2 liters, and I'd then leave, and I'd still be there like pumping mine. So I definitely went to the Sawyer after that. I was pretty disappointed. I don't know why I thought it'd be easier to use that, but
just because it looked cool in the outfitter.
Yeah, I guess so. It was actually like fairly new.
This is a really good question here. Oh, we just got a fat super chat. We'll get to that in a second. Eddie 6271 asks, this is a really good question. How much do you worry about Lyme disease?
I worry about
a lot.
That probably more than a lot of things.
Yeah,
I should probably worry. That's something you should definitely worry about.
if you're hiking in an area with Lyme disease, obviously, which not everywhere has it, obviously. But yes, we worry about Lyme disease a lot. We treat our clothes with permethrin. We check ourselves a lot. I made a video on this a while back, one of the ones with Sawyer. But you check yourself at the end of every day, but also check yourself after you walk through any sort of like brush or field, or you're rubbing up against like a lot of stuff. Check yourself then, like just do it right after it happens, just like while you're on it. I hate to say you should worry about something, but if you're going to worry about anything, it'd be Lyme disease. If you're hiking like in the East Coast, especially up here in the Northeast, it's bad out there, folks. It's bad.
It sounds
terrible.
It sounds like a lot to do too, but it's really not. Like,
it's not a big deal. You just make it part of your routine.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Like I've been at a campsite and I've had like a random person check my bag because I was like that worried about it.
Yeah. Fortunately, I've only found like one tick that was actually like in me, and it was not even while I was hiking. It was fine. And then for all the checking that we do while we're backpacking, I feel like I've never really found one on me at like an end of the day, like check yourself for ticks kind of thing. But I've definitely found them on me after walking through like a field, or even after just sitting down and getting back up. Like I took a quick glance at my legs and there was a bunch. And also I feel like
that one day we were fishing, remember? We went.
Oh
we
yeah.
We were in a field, literally. We were just looking at a fishing spot. Like we weren't even fishing there. We were in the field for like 2 minutes and I had 3 of them on me.
Yeah.
So
one thing I've noticed too, and this is not scientific anything, this is just an observation that I've made. I feel like once you find one on you, like the chances of finding another one like is like a lot higher. So like if you find one, you probably will get the heebie-jeebies and start searching yourself, which you definitely should because those things are all over the place. All right, let's get to some of these super chats here. Let's see. People are making fun of us for ticks. Alan Key, $25 super chat. I don't have an interesting question, so I'll give you more money. Thank you very much, Alan. He said more money. I hope you didn't give earlier and I missed it.
Appreciate it, Alan.
I hope I don't think I've missed any super chats, but if I have, please let me know, and I promise I will get to it, unless I miss it again, in which case I will not get to it. But I'm trying. Let's see. Let's go down to these next 2 super chats. Alicia Jackson, no question, but just said that.
Appreciate it.
We love y'all. we love y'all too. I always feel so awkward saying y'all. I can't say y'all. I'm from fucking Vermont. I can't say y'all. But thank you so much for the super chat, and I love you all very much. These are always super fun, and it's much appreciated. I'm really stoked on doing these I don't even know, live streams or whatever, just because it's like a totally different way to interact with people who watch the videos and listen to the podcast and stuff, which is really, really fun. Plus, people like William Smith hook it up with $10, dude. And then I'm pretty sure he goes on to make fun of us. Do you play the song from Titanic when you check each other out for ticks? You wacky Canadian folks do some crazy stuff. We're not even Canadian. What are you talking about? William Smith, thank you for the super chat. Is he the same one that made fun of your mustache too?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought he wouldn't give another one, but he did. He's way off, bro. He doesn't even know.
Gotta look at a map.
Guys, thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the super chats. It's much appreciated. I've said this before, but I didn't even know that anybody would want to give a super chat for this like nonsense when I first started this. So thank you very much. They're much appreciated. Because honestly, I made more from the live stream last week in super chats than I usually do from like a month of like a videos like from when it's posted to like a month later, because YouTube ad revenue doesn't really pay that much when you get not that many views like me. So yeah, they're much appreciated. We got another one here. We got another couple here. Tyler Harrison said, Trail Tales, best hiking podcast. Keep up the great content. And by the way, have you hiked the long trail? Ha ha ha. Have I ever told you about that? Have I ever told you that I hiked the long trail?
You should tell these guys.
Oh, let me tell you all about the long trail here, okay? It's dope. Vermont is dope. And I've hiked it multiple times. And I'm going to hike it again at some point. Faux show. Thank you for the super chat, Tyler. Even if you're making fun of me, I will happily be the butt of a joke for $20. That's how desperate we're getting. No. Let's see. Did I miss a super chat? Did we get them all? This one right here, did we get? Oh, yeah, we got them all for now. For now, we'll see. Alan Key said, I once had 33 ticks crawling on me when I was clearing brush. That's like some nightmare shit. Wow. That sounds terrible. I don't even know. Like, that's awful.
On me's 3.
3's 3 too many too.
33, that's nuts. We got another one.
Steven is paying to promote himself right now. Shameless self-promotion of my Google Earth tours. What the fuck is that? I don't even know what that means. Thank you for your $10 Canadian, though. I'm not sure what the exchange rate is these days, but it's much appreciated.
Maybe
What's a Google
William
Earth
Smith
tour?
should check out the Google Earth tours.
Oh, true. Yeah. It looks like he has a mustache, though, so he probably won't like it. It looks like he's got a stash in his profile picture, so we'll see. We'll see.
Vermont is the best province, in my opinion.
It goes Vermont, and then Prince Edward Island, and then Montana. Let's see. Any plans? Emily asked, any plans to hike in the Catskills again?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to go out there
Yeah.
again.
I think we're probably not going to actually do this, I'll be honest, but Devil's Path in a day, that'd be an interesting challenge.
What was it, like 24 miles?
24 miles and a shit ton of elevation gain. It would be that'd be a ripper. That'd be a ripper for sure. Bo show. All right, Preston's got a very important question. $4.20. I'm sure that's just a random amount they put in there, but let's see. With Valentine's Day tomorrow, how do I find a trail boo? It depends on your gender. If you're a guy, I would say probably don't try to do that because you'll probably just creep someone out. If you're a girl, you probably shouldn't do it either. Oh, dude, Scott just hooked it up.
Wow.
We'll get to it. You probably should just not go to the trail looking for.
I can't even
looking
find
for love.
I can't even find myself a trail boo, so I can't give you any advice there.
Yeah, and if that stash hasn't found him a trail boo yet, then I think you're shit out of luck here, Preston. But thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it. Oh man, all right. So Scott just hooked it up, and of course he's got to make fun of me for the chair thing. But joke's on him because I could buy like I don't even know how many chairs with that super chat.
Nice. He's got the I think it's Small Soldiers. He's got the. Have you ever seen that movie?
I have no idea what that is.
Oh, it's like a cartoon as a kid. You never
Small?
watched it?
No.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
Well, Scott, thank you for the.
Wow.
Thank you for the. I think that's the biggest super chat we've ever gotten.
Oh, it is.
That's awesome. That just bought us a lot of breakfast tomorrow. We're gonna be real fat and happy.
I don't get it though.
It's he's making fun of me for my camp chair video.
Oh. Okay.
So the Helinox Chair Zero, that's like one. I guess that's one of the popular like camp chairs or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm still not gonna get one. I'm sorry, Scott. I appreciate your money. I appreciate your super chat. I appreciate you watching. Even though you probably don't care, you probably just did that just to make fun of me. But I'm not gonna get the chair. You're gonna have to super chat me a lot more than $100 to get me to get a freaking chair. No way. Because once I get old and I want a chair to backpack, I'm just gonna stop backpacking. Probably not. Oh shoot, John. Oh no, did we miss one?
Oh,
John Lush says we missed one. Let's go find it. Let's go find it. Sorry, John. We're trying here. Oh man, I really missed this one. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry, John. We missed your super chat there. This happened last time too. I missed one. But we got it now. So thanks for the patience, John. Thank you for your $5 super chat. What position did you play on the hockey team? First line or second? Keep it up, guys. I was a forward for most of my time playing hockey, and I was probably on like the fifth line by the time I got to high school because I sucked because I didn't care. I was better when I was younger, but I'm not going to sit here and brag about how good I was at hockey when I was like 11 years old. I was bad when it actually mattered, but that's okay because hiking's more fun anyways. Oh, speaking of hockey, I wonder how the Bruins game's going right now. We'll find out. All right, Rusty Page, I see you. Holy shit. How many eyes in that super chat? Favorite guilty pleasure YouTube channel not hiking related. Ooh.
Favorite guilty. Oh,
I'm gonna open up my YouTube. People have asked me like what like non-hiking YouTubers I watch, and I can never like answer it. So let's see here. It's gonna be guilty pleasure too. It can't be like a dope.
For
channel.
me, I don't know. This might be weird, but sometimes I go on those food challenges and I'm just watching people eat food. Like I don't know. I enjoy that sometimes.
Those are kind of funny. Guilty pleasure.
They get you with the thumbnail too.
They
in the
do.
Title. It's like
I know what mine is.
Taco challenge eating. You know what yours is?
I know what mine is. Her name is Clancy Burke. She's like an actual YouTuber. She's got like a couple 100,000 subscribers or something. But she's a she's a TV news reporter in like Cincinnati or something like that, but she's also a vlogger, and like she's just very, very girly, which is fine, but I feel like I'm just not the normal demographic for that kind of content. But it is cool to see like the behind the scenes of someone who works as like a TV news reporter. So yeah. Oh boy. We're getting chirped real hard now. What's an A? Is that like I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
But row H, thank you very much for your super chat. It's a great question. What advice do you have for other young gay hiking YouTubers? Well, I don't know, because I mean I'm a very happy person, because that is what that word means after all. One of the meanings anyways. So advice for other happy YouTubers, I would say just keep being happy, keep making good content, and keep spending money just to make fun of people like that, because that's actually kind of dope, because it's $10. And I'm still not going to get a camp chair. I see more people making fun of me for that. Let's see here.
Like, I know you hate to see it, but looks like Bruins are down 3-2.
No. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to see. They weren't doing too well before we got on here. Clancy Burke is awesome. Oh yo, look. Oh, Mullet's here.
Oh, what up, Mullet? Nice.
Shout out to our boy, our oh my god, I can't even talk, dude.
Oh, and he's chirping you.
He's chirping.
Nice.
Mullet Mike. Does anybody remember the very first episodes of Trail? Actually, I guess he's done a couple episodes.
He was number 1 though, right?
He was the
no, Taylor was the first one.
Indy was the first one.
All right.
Taylor was the second one.
Nice.
You're close. What's up, Mullet? Let's see. We got a Halo from Denmark.
That's not a bad question.
This one right here. Oh shoot. About this one.
John, yeah, hiking the Appalachian Trail. Is there truly anything you hate about hiking?
About hiking, yeah. I feel like I should have a snappy answer for this because of my stupid channel name, but anything I hate about hiking? Chafing. Chafing sucks.
Sweating
sucks. Yeah, sweating sucks.
Hiking in the freezing rain.
Yeah, that does suck. That's like
never fun.
That's freaking awful.
So some of the best stories come out of those days, but not a fan of hiking.
No,
in the freezing
hiking
rain.
in the cold rain really sucks. Obviously, like everybody knows that, but it's true. It's true.
Oh,
like,
putting on wet socks.
That's a good one.
That's a bad one.
That is definitely something I hate about hiking. One time I spilled all of my mac and cheese.
Dude, you spilled out. It was a really cold day.
The hot chocolate.
And
too,
I
yeah.
offered him hot chocolate. And what does he do? Spills it.
I spilled it. I waited. Thing. I sat there shivering, waiting for it to boil. I even poured. It wasn't like I spilled the water too. I'd already mixed in the hot chocolate, done this, and then spilled it everywhere. That was tough. And I did that one time when I was hiking the long trail. In case you guys didn't know, I hiked the long trail like 1,000 fucking times. But one time I was making dinner on the long trail after one of the hardest days, mind you, of that entire hike. Probably the hardest day of that entire hike. The day I went over Mansfield and stuff. And I was straining the noodles to my mac and cheese, and I didn't have the lid on tight enough, and they just went all over the ground. I cried. Let's see here.
Oh, nice. I got it right. Toy soldiers.
Oh, okay.
I said small soldiers, I think, but.
Do you guys cook in your pots or only boil water in them?
I've got a good. I'm kind of like a neat freak, a little bit,
just a little bit.
So, I never, like literally the whole AT, I never once cooked in my pot. The only thing I did was I just made boiled water and made coffee in my pot because I just hated to clean it. And then one day, I don't know, this year, I just decided, I'm just gonna cook in my pot. So I did, and it's
I convinced you. Did I convince you?
Yeah, you convinced me. Even though
take credit for that.
even though like I still hate cleaning my pot, it's like I'll eat like it keeps it warmer.
Yeah.
And it tastes better. It fills you up more, honestly, I think. Because I used to cook in like the pouch that the north sides would come in or whatever. And also I'm trying new things. Like I ate tuna a lot, but now I'm eating pepperoni. I gotta try. I've never done mac and cheese, which kind of blows my mind, honestly. Like
You should try it.
Yeah.
You should try it. It's good. You have to strain the noodles, which is like the only part that kind of sucks about it, as we just talked about. But I haven't made that mistake ever since, and I hopefully won't.
But no, now yes, I cook in my pot, and I will not go back.
Let's see here. I'm gonna give a controversial answer for this one. I'm pretty sure Darwin like got crap for this. That's relevant. I'm pretty sure Darwin got in trouble for answering the same answer I'm about to give like a few years ago or something. But to Laugh and Laugh, who comments on my videos quite frequently, which I appreciate. Thank you very much. Recognize that name. How about a trowel, or do you dig your cat holes with a stick? I do not carry a trowel, which I know I said that in a video like a long time ago, and people were giving me a lot of shit, haha, for it. But I've never had a problem digging a hole with a stick. But maybe like out west where the ground is different, like I don't even know if it is, but maybe if that's the case, then I'll have to get one. But I've never had a problem digging a hole.
I use a trowel, the deuce of spades.
They are like super light,
and
so it's not like it's not like one of those things where, although actually I might have said this in that video, it was a long time ago, I can't remember what I said, but it's not one of those things where I'd like it's like not a big deal to carry one. They're super light. Maybe I'll get one eventually once I get old and lazy, but I'm still never gonna get a chair. Fuck that. My sister's giving me crap.
What did she say about you?
I don't know. She said I have no. She said I have no fans. That's true. Someone prove her wrong. Give a super chat. Start begging for super chats. someone.
Mullet.
Oh, Mullet's back in here. This is not something I really want to talk about with my sister and my mom watching, but we'll just leave it at that. Let's see here.
Snap Time uses the deuce of spades too.
The deuce of spades. That's what you got to do.
It's a clever name, even more clever product.
Heart Attack Hiker said, I use plastic bags a lot. Ramen bomb in a plastic bag. That is disgusting. a ramen bomb in a plastic bag. That sounds terrible.
I've never had a ramen bomb, but it doesn't sound good.
No way. No way. Ooh, this is a good question. That's a good one too. Flossy, you a redneck? Rednecks don't use computers. Andrew asked, what's your favorite trail magic ever? I'm trying to think. You probably got more trail magic than I did.
Yeah, there was best trail magic I ever got. You could probably agree with this. In Pennsylvania, we had we had a guy pick us up. Well, he was just gonna pick up one of us, and then our buddy like called him and asked if he could like house
four of us.
Yeah, 4 of us instead. And he literally took us into his home. Like he did our laundry. He made us spaghetti for dinner, and he was up like extra early making us pancakes and everything.
That was awesome.
Like
it was a weeknight too.
Yeah, it was a weeknight. Like,
and he had like go to work early the next day and stuff.
We sat there with his family and everything.
That was awesome.
And that was totally unexpected.
That was the best trail magic ever for sure.
Yeah, like he treated us like we were his sons. It was awesome.
Faux show. We got time for a few more here. So if you've been holding in any questions, now's the time to put them out. Let's see.
I love this guy that keeps updating
about the Bruins. Yeah, I appreciate it. Although I'd appreciate it more if they were winning. Zach says, my 2020 AT through hike got canceled, but I felt prepared after being a guest on Trail Tales. What Northeast trails do you recommend to do in the meantime while I wait for the time for the AT again? Well, Zach, cool to hear from you. That was a really fun episode, actually. That episode did pretty well. Northeast Trail is recommended to do in the meantime. The Monadnock to Sunapee Greenway Trail. I don't know if Taylor's still in this chat, but she can attest to that. That would be a really awesome trail to do. Oh, hit the mic again. Sorry if that made like a loud noise. Hopefully it didn't. Monadnock to Sunapee Greenway Trail would be a good one. It's white blaze too, so you can you can catch a white blaze there, and then just go to the whites and like do some like weekend or however long you want to do like loops. If you can rip like some decently big days in the whites, you're going to be absolutely fine on the AT, 100%, or the Adirondacks for that matter, either place. Stuart asked, any interest in mountaineering? No. I love watching the videos of people like talking about how their friends like got frostbitten on Mount Everest or whatever in a morbid way, but I don't have any interest in doing that.
Part of me would like to get into it, but it's just not the time for me right now.
Yeah, I don't.
Dish out a lot of money.
Yeah. Let's see. Serenity Searchers said earlier. I almost answered it, but I got distracted. They asked a question about burning stuff, burning
trash,
like burning trash. Don't burn your trash.
Yeah,
don't burn your trash. Let's see here. Patrick asked, any tips for hiking the long trail? Oh shit, I got to talk about the long trail more. Let's see. He's planning on sending it this summer. That's cool to hear. Any tips for the long trail? Send me a message. I don't really want to just blast out all my favorite spots, but I can point you in the right direction if you send me a message on Instagram, Patrick.
Be ready for the mud.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Let's see here. Oh no, I think the Bruins lost. Let's see. We're gonna do 3 more, guys, and we're gonna sign off here. 3 more.
How about?
Is that a good one?
Yeah, that's what Sarah.
Sarah G's got a good question.
What do you miss most? Oh
shoot! Sorry. As soon as I said that, they all flooded the chat.
What do you miss most about your AT through hike?
What do you miss most about your AT through hike?
I just liked, honestly, meeting people, like the brotherhood out there, and it forces you to put away your phone and for everyone to gather around.
That is nice.
And actually like have a nice conversation, like face to face, and share stories. And that's probably the one thing I miss. And just like how spontaneous it is out there. Yeah. You wake up in a different place every day, then you go to sleep in a different place.
That's what I like about it the most.
Yeah.
I think the thing I miss the most is just be moving constantly. Like I feel like I get cabin fever pretty easily. And so the fact that like somebody said this in a video I watched like a long time ago, so I can't remember who it was, but somebody said like backpacking is one of the few things, or like through hiking, whatever, one of the few things that lets you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner in like a completely different place every single day, like all the time while you're doing it, which is really cool. So I think the biggest thing that I miss was just constantly like moving on to the next place, constantly like meeting new people, and like just it's like you would think it'd be kind of monotonous because like you're just hiking and doing the same thing all the time, but there's also like a lot of like spontaneity and just like it I don't know, the days didn't blend together quite as much as you might think.
Yeah,
I'll say that. That's a good question. 2 more. We got time for 2 more. 2 more. Oh, Brad complimented your stash. That's not one of them, but
what up, Brad? Appreciate it, bud.
Yeah, Brad. I don't know if you saw earlier, but some guy was kind of chirping Flossy's stash, which is tough because it's a pretty dope stash. Let's be honest. Does he ask this question every time? I'm pretty sure he does. Let's see here. Two more questions. This is a good question. I'm going to answer this one. Rachel, who I feel like Rachel comments fairly regularly. So thank you, Rachel. Have you ever done a longer hike alone? If so, any tips to not go crazy? Let's see. I've done I did the Grafton Loop Trail in Maine, which we should actually, there I go again, which we should have hiked this summer, by the way. I don't think I've ever told you about that trail, but it's dope. I hiked the Grafton Loop Trail in Maine by myself, which was 40 miles, but it's a pretty rugged 40 miles. And that's probably the longest one I've done by myself. I've never really done more than just a couple days by my. I guess the AT, it's you start by yourself, but you're not really there's so many people out there. Any tips to not go crazy? This just worked for me. It might not work for other people, but for me, I found that if I'm by myself and I stop early, then I just get bored. So generally on the days that I'm hiking by myself and I'm camping, backpacking by myself, I like to hike bigger-ish miles just because I'd rather just hike all day and then just go to bed, basically, rather than sit by myself in the middle of the woods. What are you gonna do? So that's my tip.
Longest hike I've ever done alone, other than the AT, I'm sure I've done stretches alone.
Yeah.
But was this summer I did the Cranberry Lake 50 in the Adirondacks in New York. And I guess I'm a music guy. I listen to a lot of music.
That does help. Definitely.
Music is I just like to listen to music on trail. I guess that's what kept me from, I wouldn't have gone crazy because it was only 2 days, but.
All right. We're going to do two more because I want to answer the one that Taylor just gave me because it's a good question, but not that many people probably care about it, but I'm going to talk about it anyway because it's me. Taylor asked, favorite and least favorite YouTube videos you've ever made. My favorite video I've ever made is the Northville Placid Trail hike, just because it's a long video. And my favorite videos that I've made are always the trip videos because I never go back and watch just my stupid top 5 fucking whatever videos. But I do go back and watch the trip videos a lot because it's a trip that I went on. So it's good to bring back those memories. And my favorite one out of all those is the Northville Placid Trail one. So everyone should go watch that. If you haven't watched it already, go watch that video. My least favorite one, I've made a lot of just shitty videos that nobody really cares about. Probably, I don't know. Probably any of them. Actually, I made a video last 2019 Christmas season ish that it was the typical 5 gifts for backpackers or whatever, but I basically just told everybody to give people lighters and just cheap shit. That was a dumb video. That was a pretty bad one. It didn't do very well either.
Yeah, because if you're serious into hiking, you don't.
Yeah, you don't want
other people
exactly
buying your hiking.
That's actually, I'm glad you understand that then, because that was kind of the point I think I was trying to make. It was a long time ago, like I said, that I made the video, but I think my point was don't try to buy a backpacker, a really nice piece of backpacking gear if you don't know what you're getting, because they're probably not gonna need it if they have a very specific setup already. So yeah, anyways, let's do one more here. We're gonna do one more. Let's see. We're going to be picky too. We're going to pick out a good one, which means we might have to wait if we don't find any good ones. If you see any that jump out that you want to answer, let me know.
Don't answer that one, but I thought I got
this
a
one?
kick out of that. Yeah.
Let's see here. Told you we're going to be picky here, folks. We could do this one maybe.
I don't know. Go down.
All right.
Yeah.
I went up there.
I don't know if I'll.
Ever, I don't know.
I
didn't realize that she was.
I don't know if I'll ever release the song, but I don't know.
Going home. Is that how it goes? I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of goes like that.
Close
I'm
enough.
singing a little better though.
Let's see. We're still waiting. Jules has to pee, so hurry up, people. Let's get some more questions. One more. I had to pee so bad at the end of the last live stream. I literally just bolted right for the bathroom after we ended it.
Huh.
That's kind of an interesting one. Should we do that one?
Yeah.
We got to pick one at some point here.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
All right, Luke Phillips.
I'm just trying to think.
He gets it's not an easy, it's a good question, but it's just not an easy one to answer. Luke Phillips asked, what is your biggest weakness while hiking? I feel like we're going to take this question way too seriously. My biggest weakness while hiking
is that I hike too fast.
I'm just like too good.
Injure myself.
I hike so hard I just hurt myself. Biggest weakness while hiking. I think for me, sometimes and it's hard to not do this, but sometimes I get too, I told you I was going to take this too seriously. I get too like, I feel like I just like kind of complain more than I should. Like, it's like the kind of thing where when you're like thinking back on a backpacking trip, you only remember the good parts. And when you're like getting ready to go on a trip and you're like excited for a trip, you only imagine it being good. But then while you actually get out there, sometimes you like kind of, it's just like anything else in life. Like you get in a bad mood sometimes for whatever reason. Sometimes you're in a good mood. And I think my biggest weakness is sometimes I wish I could be just like enjoy the moment a little bit more, especially the longer the hike. I feel like on the weekend hikes, I'm usually pretty good at like keeping my spirits up, but definitely on like the NPT, for instance, there are some times where I kind of I was like, kind of like, fuck this, which it's like I also understand why, because it wasn't like the best hike, but sometimes I wish I could just not have that happen. But overall, I think I'm still like fairly good at appreciating the fact that I get to go out there. Do you have an answer?
I can't think
It's a tough question.
Yeah, it really is. I'd have to think on that one a little bit longer.
It's a tough question.
I'd have to think back on all the hikes I've done.
Yeah.
I definitely I do catch myself like wishing I could, take in the moment a little bit more, but it is kind of funny when you got nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
So you just complain about whatever.
Yeah, it's like you forget that you're like out there voluntarily. So
yeah.
All right. Thank you so much to everybody who watched this. Thank you so much to all the super chats. Thank you so much to everyone who hit the like button. Thank you for watching these videos. This is so much fun. I feel very, very just lucky to be able to do this. Like, this is awesome.
Have an audience.
It's really awesome, honestly, and I'm super, super thankful for it. Thank you to everyone who comments on all this stuff. Too. It's awesome. We're gonna add up our money here, and then we're gonna go to bed because we're tired. Thank you all so much.
Appreciate it.
Peace. End stream. Dope.